Cheers, bud.
Cheers to Bud Light Platinum, brewed for the night. Because it's gay month. It's Pride month, so we're drinking Bud Light.
It's fine.
I've never even heard of Bud Light Platinum.
I don't know the difference between this and Bud Light.
It does feel a little bit more.
Sure, yeah.
I don't know what that more means, but it feels like there's a little bit more there.
And it's not bad more.
It's not bad.
So if you like Bud Light, try Bud Light Platinum for the nights.
Brewed for the night. That's when you're out freaking hooking up with the same sex.
There you go. Speaking of which, I went to Pride Night.
Oh, yeah. Let's hear about
Pride
it.
Weekend.
Yeah, let's hear about it.
Yeah.
Because there was Pride Weekend in Des Moines, and I was fucking in California during this.
Yeah. But let me tell you, I've been out of the game for too long.
What does that mean?
I'll let you know. So we went to the arcade we now both work at.
Yep, up, down, which we'll talk about later.
Fixing some stuff there, and one of the hoops got turned off. And I think it's because the balls like bounce and can hit the like components of the thing.
Yes, because people chuck them.
Well, but also like it's just a horrible design. Like the off switch is on the outside. Like it's hittable.
Why?
So it was turned off. So I think it was just that. So I like turned that back on and I was testing it, but I was off that night. I only made a few, but then this gay guy comes up to me and he like starts going like, I saw that you haven't made a single point. Let me help you. And then he like tried to like nag me, but I was just like, I built this. And then he started shooting them with me, and neither of us was making them. And he made one. He's like, look, I'm the only one who scored points. I'm like, there's 11 points. You think you scored? Like, I got immediately so just like defensive over my basketball
This guy
skills.
like just trying to flirt with you, and you're like, no, I built this.
And he helped me handed Issy, because Issy was playing on the pinball next to me.
Oh, yeah, the pinball area.
He was like, hey, can you watch my drink? And then turn back to me. And she thought it was the funniest thing. He even like put like both arms around my arm.
Like he's trying to show you how to shoot.
Well, no, he like just like hugged me like that around one arm. And like, I don't care. I know Izzy doesn't care. And he was cute. And I was like, and I forgot that like gay guys did like me a lot. Yeah.
But because you could pass.
Yes. I mean, I've dabbled.
Ooh. It is Pride Month. We're allowed to talk about it.
We've kissed each other. Not out of passion, though.
Just kind of out of necessity.
Yeah, it was about time we did it. I think someone
we
pointed
weren't
out.
Choking.
What?
Because I said necessity, so it's not like it wasn't mouth to mouth, but it was like, hey, let's just do it and move on.
Yeah. You had to amp yourself up for it.
Yeah, I had to talk myself in the mirror.
And you just ran out and kissed me. It wasn't good.
I've only kissed a few men in my life, and I still get weird about it.
That's
Even
fair.
though I shouldn't. It doesn't matter.
No, it's literally like
It's just skin on.
yeah, we share drinks
It's
constantly.
just skin on skin, dude.
Yeah, I spit in your mouth while you're asleep.
Yeah. And I'd lick your penis while you're asleep. What's the difference, okay?
How is this a crime? This is the Moist Monday podcast. How we doing, everybody?
How's everyone doing? Happy Pride. Hopefully you're getting flirted with to the basketball machine. Let's get into it.
The big issue with that game is
Oh, yeah, the basketball
that
game?
it's broken in general, and it's because the balls are able to hit everything in it.
Yes, yeah.
Like there's loose wires on the side. I've had to rebuild that entire thing. So
it's falling apart. Yeah,
and like I have to climb inside. But I learned now that there's like that plastic thing that like prevents bounce back, so I can pull one of those pins out and like fold it up. But before that, I'm small enough that I was able to fit.
Oh, to crawl where the balls go down. Yeah,
in between. No, not all the way under. In between, like that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I know. I know.
The open space in the middle.
Yeah,
but it was so snug that like I'd get one leg and one arm through, and then I'd like try to pass through. But like passing my crotch through, my nuts would like hit the wall and just like pop on the other side, and then I would lay down in the like where the basketball hoops were for just a solid
and it's
5
an
minutes.
Elevated game, so you're at eye level.
Well, I'm down. At least it's in the corners.
Yeah, at least it's in the corners so you can't see.
So there is a video camera pointed directly at me.
Someone's in the back office. What the fuck?
What happened to it?
He's just give me a second. Just crying.
I've been taken out by some machines before.
Well, because some of them are massive. You have to get in them to fix them. Like skee ball, you have to get in it to fix it.
Getting under it sucked, and then people start rolling. It scares the shit out of me.
Yeah, arcade machines are weird. I feel weird climbing on skee ball when like a ball gets stuck.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I guess I have to be the one that gets it because I guess I work here, but I still feel weird crawling under the net.
I told you a new employee yelled at me for doing that the other day. And then I had to be like, I work here, but like, I'm glad you did yell at. Like, that's what you should do.
Yeah, that's what you should do.
You don't know me.
You know, and I wasn't wearing an up-down shirt.
Yeah, and because I never do. They haven't given me one yet.
I only have 2. And it's just like, but what if they get dirty? Luckily in the kitchen, you don't have to wear one. But I always do anyway, because then I feel cool. So then people go, staff. Because it says staff on the back.
Yeah, that's what they do?
Yeah, every time I walk by a customer, every time they go, staff. Just kidding. No one's ever done
okay.
You actually thought someone did.
Is that a thing?
No one's ever done that. No, but since we're all talking about Uptown,
yeah,
I have another story.
Okay.
That relates to Uptown. So a few weeks ago, I just got back from California, so we'll talk about that later. But about a week ago, I think it was a week ago, I was on Monday night. I was closing and I was working the front door and it was like dead as fuck.
Yep.
And we had just had a meeting where it's like, you're not allowed to be on your phone on the floor. And I was like, fuck.
Let me tell you, everybody broke that rule this weekend, even though it's the busiest weekend Uptown has.
Well, when I was leaving kitchen the next day, someone was on their phone.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, okay, whatever. But it's boring as hell when it's a slow night, when you're waiting at the door because no one's coming in and you're just standing there.
You are surrounded by video games.
Yeah, but you have to stay at the door.
Oh, working door, gotcha.
Yeah, I'm not working floor.
Why do you have to work door on a Monday night?
Just to check IDs.
ID at the bar.
Yeah, I don't know. But if you stand a little bit to the left, there's a TV and I was watching wrestling.
There you go.
So I just crossed my arms and watched. But I was standing there and the way the bar is set up, that when I'm standing against the wall, checking the door, I'm facing the front bar.
Yes.
And I can see like the bartender.
Through
see
that grate, yeah.
Yeah, and then there's through a grate. And I'm standing there and we do hour shifts at the door. So I'm standing there like bored as fuck, you know. Not just looking around, not trying to look at anybody in particular.
Yeah.
But I keep making eye contact with this girl at the bar.
Is it the cute girl at the bar?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, this isn't a customer.
Oh, gotcha.
This is a customer at the bar. And she kept like making eye contact with me. And I was like, am I just looking at you too much?
Right.
And are you getting uncomfortable?
Yep.
Is it weird? But I was like, I don't know where else to look.
Because
I have to patrol.
Well, also, like, there's only so many things to look at.
Yeah. So I just kept in for like an hour. Kept making eye contact with her. She was like eating pizza and drinking a beer. Her like friend was facing her, so every time she turned to her friend, she would face me, so she would look at me.
You're just
and I'm just like, I'm not. I don't mean to look away, you know. And she was hella cute. And then I saw them pay their tab, and they get up and leave. And her friend leaves first, and I'm like, have a good night. And then she passes me, and she goes, "Are you single?" And I go, "Yeah, I am."
I'm surprised you didn't fuck that one up immediately. Like, currently? Just like,
I go, "Yeah, I am." And then she like pauses, and she goes, "Oh, I didn't expect that. I guess I should follow."
Look at you, yeah.
She said, "I guess I didn't expect that."
That's so funny.
I guess I should follow through. She like, and she's like kind of in the doorway, and like it was
She
like
just
awkward.
grabbed your dick.
And I was like, "What?" And then she's like, "Do you want my Snapchat?" And I was like, "Absolutely." Like I thought I was making her uncomfortable. No, she was actually staring at me.
Are you single? Yeah. Good.
Good. Keep it that way. No, but then I got her Snapchat, and this has been like a week ago. And like I Snapchatted her like 30 minutes after she left, you know, because I was like, "Oh, hey, nice to meet you." I didn't even get her name.
And be like, this is me. Yeah.
Yeah, this is me, blah, blah, blah. We talked for a little bit, and then she went to bed, obviously, because I was there till bar closed.
Yeah.
But then she like, I sent her a message, didn't open it for like 3 days.
Sure.
And I was like, what the heck? And then we talked a couple days later.
Okay.
And then she was like, "Oh, by the way, I found you on Instagram. I followed you."
Oh.
And
So
I was
now
like,
she knows about this podcast.
Well, if she did research, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. But then I was like, "Oh, cool. I'll follow you back," you know? And I clicked on her Instagram and I was like, "Oh, yeah, you're hella cute." But then like, we're occasionally talking on Snapchat. And again, it's another like, I sent her a message, 3 days delivered.
She's busy. She doesn't want to look too needy.
I don't get it though.
That is a game to be played.
But then she will still post on her story.
That is a game to be played.
So then what do? Just be patient?
Yes.
Just be nonchalant?
Yeah.
I was excited.
Yeah.
We talked about mental health.
Yeah.
Talked about therapy.
Or maybe you scared her away.
Well, she like works front desk at like a therapy office that I
Gotcha.
used to go to.
Oh.
And I was like, "Oh yeah, I used to go there." You know, and I was like, "Oh, it's very important."
I have heard girls say that they won't date a guy unless he's been to therapy.
Yeah, no, that's my green flag.
Yeah,
Is
that's
I go,
fair.
Is I go, "Hey, I'm self-aware. I know therapy." And then I don't say that I'm not in it currently.
And that your therapist ghosted you.
Yeah, we don't talk about that until after they get hooked in.
Or that you have a podcast.
But it is wild. Like after she left, I was like fucking bored as hell Monday night. But after she left, I was like, I still got it.
Yeah.
I still got it. The crowd's going wild.
So that's how I felt this weekend.
Dude, I felt like, I was like, damn, I'm feeling confident. Because this is like, I've been hit on like so many times working the floor now. It's weird as fuck.
Yeah, this is twice now, right?
Yeah.
Which is more than the past 3 years?
Yeah, insane. What kind of sucks is this next coming week of work, I'm in the kitchen all the rest of the nights.
Sure.
So I'm not going to even see customers.
Peek out.
Just got to peek out and rub my hands with a towel and be
Yeah,
like,
let people know you're here.
"How you doing?" Well, I always do like a slow walk to the water.
Sure.
That's why I wear my staff shirt. So
Your amble. Yeah.
So that I can be like, yeah, thirsty, making your pizza. Make $2 in tips in a full night.
Yeah.
And there's a tip jar for the chefs.
Yeah. I heard the bartenders will hide it.
The bartenders hide it behind menu.
That's so funny.
Most I made a night is $3.
Wow.
Pretty cool. So after a few nights of working, I had enough money to buy one single slice of Up Down.
Yep.
In tips, because the pizza's kind of expensive. But that was, man, I felt like, I was like, wow. I've always like, if I'm a customer at a place, I would be like, oh, that person's cute.
I would never hit on an employee though.
Yeah.
Because they're stuck.
Yeah, that's weird.
Well, I mean, that's just, a girl can do that to a guy.
It felt good.
Yeah, I bet.
So now I'm like, did I message her? What do I do? Like, how do I play this game?
I don't know.
So then I did post like, on my way to California.
Yeah.
And then she responded to that.
Ooh.
So now I was like, okay.
So now you just have to post in
So
your
now
story
I just got to keep posting on my story.
So anytime I see that you post on your story, I know it's for her.
It's for her, probably. Unless it's like, I got this podcast.
It's not for her. I blocked her for the 30
Yeah, I
minutes
blocked her for this so she can't see the... Can't she be talking about Satan while I'm jacking off? But I'm freaking sweating, dude. I have a massive sunburn.
Yeah, you do.
I just got back from California.
How was it?
California dreaming. So I went to California. It was a quick trip, dude. 4 days.
Sure.
Like we drove. So we flew from Minneapolis to LAX. So we had to drive from Des Moines to Minneapolis. That's a 3.5 hour drive.
Yeah.
And then it was a 5
Rough
hour
way
flight.
to start and end a vacation.
Yeah, so it was a whole day of travel. It was brutal. But we get to LAX. And there's like a 2 hour difference, you know, so we gained time when we got there.
Yes.
Dude, when we landed in LAX, I was like, holy fuck. I was like, this is not Des Moines.
I hate that place so much.
Dude, we just kept walking. And I was like, where the fuck are we going? And then when we got outside, I was like, oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
Just fucking disaster.
Yeah.
Chaos. So many people. And then we were
People.
like, we got to get a rental car. Where the fuck is the rental cars? You have to take like a shuttle to go to the rental car place.
Yeah.
And it's just so confusing. Dude, one of the funniest things.
We are small city boys.
Yeah.
I am so
I'm
happy
from the Midwest.
I like being a small city person.
Yes.
It's so nice.
Well, and also, dude, Midwest people are nice.
Yeah.
Like when we were getting the rental car, there was so many people driving and like, because Wes was like trying to figure out where to go and like, but people were just honking and like some people were just driving around, not obeying traffic rules
In LA, yeah,
just
for
like,
sure.
And people were like, "What the fuck?" Just immediately thrown into the culture.
Yep.
And like in the Midwest, we're like, "Hey, how you doing?" We should just a little friendly way.
Off.
Yeah, California, they don't care. But one of the funniest things that happened is we were so there were 3 of us that went, me, Wes, and Wes's girlfriend Amy. We were hanging out at the Minneapolis airport waiting for our plane to go. And at the terminal next to us, they were doing like a last call.
Okay.
And they were like, we got 2 minutes till we're closing the date. We're still missing 5 people. And they list the people. And then they were like, 60 seconds. You have 60 seconds to make it before we close the gate.
Yeah.
And we're like, oh man, that would suck to be that and miss your flight. So we're standing there and we see this guy like kind of jog up to our terminal. And Amy thought that he was going to that terminal.
Right.
And she like leans over and she goes, you have 60 seconds. Dude, and then
To the guy?
Yeah, to this guy. Because she thought he was no, he was coming to our plane.
What a terrifying thing to
I
yell
know.
at you.
So then he freaked out. And he started just running around because he's like, I don't know where to go.
Oh my God.
Because he tried going up to the gate, but we weren't loading yet.
Yeah.
And he was like, I got to get on it. And he's like, sir, we're not loading yet.
She got him banned from flying.
Dude, it was so, he like had a panic in his step. He thought he was already like running late. And then she goes, you have 60 seconds.
It's like, who are you?
Dude, I'd be so scared. But then he like was running around. And then he realized, okay, I'm safe. And then he like left the terminal.
Yeah.
And then came back strolling in calmly and acted like he was
it was a redo.
he acted like a redo. Like he had to come in and act like he wasn't in a panic.
Sorry about that, everybody.
I just think that'd be so funny going up to the airport and just like, oh, by the way, you have 60 seconds. Because at the airport, you're like, did my flight get
what?
changed?
Yeah.
You can freak out. Oh, so that was fun. But we went to Pasadena, which is like a suburb of LA. And it was like a 45-minute drive from LAX to Pasadena, but I think it was only like 15 miles.
Yeah, that's the worst part of LA.
And I can't comprehend that.
Nope.
That sucks.
Yeah.
Why would you? I just kept like immediately when we landed, I was like, why would you live here? Like, this sucks.
I've only been there once, and I hated the city so much.
Pasadena was dope. Pasadena was a lot chill.
I can't remember what area I was in.
But I remember when we were driving to the hotel, I was like on maps, just seeing what's nearby, and we were like $2 away from like the Halloween house.
Oh, sure.
And I was like, that was cool. There's just so much shit, and I kept going, man, this just feels like Grand Theft Auto. And then also I was like, I feel like I've seen a lot of these streets maybe like in movies.
Sure.
Like it just looked, and then like, dude, all the trees were sick as fuck, palm trees,
yeah.
and then different types of trees, and then the architecture, especially in Pasadena, was dope as hell. Like they had like a lot of modern architecture houses, but then they had like older like Hispanic style houses.
Love Hispanic looking
houses.
houses.
And they all had the cool like clay shingles.
Yeah.
Dude, every house was different.
Okay.
And it was so
Feels
cool.
like a Toretto.
It was so cool. Yeah. It was so badass. The only wild thing is like people don't have yards.
Yeah.
Everybody's so close.
And also like a lot of it's just dirt because they don't have water.
Because they don't have grass. Dude, and it was every morning was like really foggy and rainy, and then around noon it became sunny. Huh. And we were like, maybe it's just the weather. And people were like, no, that's just the smog. So every morning starts off shitty and then it gets hot. That sucks.
Yeah. Because I will say I would miss the seasons. Like winter sucks, but I do like having it.
I do like having the change and then being like, okay, it's spring now. Yeah. It's fall now.
It tracks the year so much better too. Like imagine it just being hot.
Yeah, and you're
all
like,
the time
to celebrate Christmas.
That would be horrible. Yeah.
Yeah, that would. But I mean, I get why people want to go there, but everything's so fucking expensive. And then there's like, dude, sales tax.
And
it's like 30%.
And then they take all your money too.
Dude, and everything's expensive on top of that. And then gas was like $5.90 a gallon. Like, holy shit. Luckily, when we got to Pasadena, we rented a car so we could get to Pasadena, but then we walked everywhere. Yeah, and I love
walking cities. Which LA is not, but
yeah,
the area
but luckily the area that I was in, so we stayed at the hotel connected to the convention center, which is where the convention was.
What convention was it?
The SoCal Retro Gaming Expo.
Woo!
Which is, if you're into retro video games, pretty cool.
Which I am now.
This is a convention that's been going on for a long time, but it was going downhill.
Okay.
And then
you guys got on board.
Well, then our buddies in Pixel Game Squad, they're a California YouTuber group. They bought it.
Oh shit!
So now they're running it.
And you know them?
Yeah,
cool.
And so like they invited us as guests, so that was fucking sick. And we did a panel there. It was awesome. We talked about the importance of physical media.
Is that your guys' like now like your thing?
That's kind of our because we were the first people to talk about it.
Sure, I mean that's a good thing to have. I had that conversation. I went to a GameStop the other day, and me and the cashier talked about that.
GameStop has like retro stuff. Yeah, they have like. I mean, they don't have like NES stuff.
Also now they have like a wall of like pop figures and so many T-shirts.
Because physical media is dying out.
Have you, side note, have you been to a Hot Topic recently?
No, I haven't.
It's horrible.
Oh,
it
really?
is so much worse than it's ever been. Because also you and I didn't even ever go to the real Hot Topic. We went to like the pop punk emo Hot Topic.
What do you mean the real one?
When it was like all just like weird like real goth clothes.
Oh, yeah,
like
that's
you and I
true.
were never goth.
No. But that's where I buy my skinny jeans.
No skinny jeans.
They don't have clothes there?
I couldn't. No, they have clothes. Could not find men's skinny jeans. Could not find Rude brand anywhere.
Where the fuck? I need to get new jeans. Yeah. Where the fuck am I going to get?
I don't know.
I don't want to go and buy blue jeans.
Right, exactly.
I'm a skinny jeans person. I mean, I guess
you don't have skinny legs anymore. But
I guess if you're 30 years old, maybe you got to stop wearing skinny jeans. But that's my style.
They took them away. No, and there's now just a wall of like those. What are the plushies called? You know the ones.
Oh yeah, that everyone's obsessed.
Whatever the fuck they are.
And they're like overpriced, and women are obsessed with them.
They're real punchable, which is nice. Izzy has a few of them, but they're tiny at least.
All girls love them.
I don't. I don't dislike them.
They're cute, but it's just like, oh, cool, whatever.
It's weird when there's squibbles, something like that. I can't
remember what it is, but it's like
every Weeple. We'll get back to that.
Weeple. I thought Weeble wobble, but they don't fall over.
No. Wait, is that not what we talked about the other day?
I don't know.
All right. Either way, but no. Hot Topic pissed me off. I was just mad. I just wanted to see like, oh, what are the youths up to? Nothing good.
Do they still have like a wall of T-shirts?
Yeah, but it's all like there's a few emo bands on it, but a lot of it's just like pop culture bullshit or like old bands like Rolling Stones and shit.
Yeah, they
always did that.
They always had that like Nirvana, Beatles, AC/DC.
I saw like I don't think I saw a single Pierce the Veil shirt. I saw like a couple Falling in Reverse because they're still big.
Yeah, but they're radio rock now.
Yeah,
Pierce the Veil's massive.
Yeah, but
we just saw them.
They barely had like any.
That was the store for pop punk.
Yep.
So what is it now?
It's a lot. Squishmallows.
Squishmallows. That's
a
what
lot
it is.
of those. A lot of tiny backpacks.
And yeah, I feel like it's kind of getting into like the anime space.
Which like it was that before too, and same like it went Disney for a while. But it's not even like pop punk anymore or punk at all. which like it barely was when we went to it, but
But it
like,
was still that's where I bought my pants.
Yeah,
it
and
was still cool, and
remember
that's
when
where I
you
got
could buy
most of my
vinyl there?
T-shirt. Yeah, they had vinyl.
yeah, they used to.
Where you could get all your pop punk emo bands.
Yeah.
That's where I got most of my Pierce records. Like I got everything there. They even had like soundtracks there, like Disney soundtracks. That was a cool place to get those. Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah, no, Hot Topic fucking sucks now.
Hot Topic sucks. But going back to California,
Right.
So Thursday night, we hung out. My buddy Joe came to California. He lives in Oregon.
Nice.
What's kind of wild about his friendship is he discovered the channel years ago, and then he asked Wes and I to be in his wedding before even meeting him in person.
In the wedding? Like
Yeah,
you were groomsmen?
We were flower boys.
Oh, you told me about that
so
one.
we threw out beers and shit and flowers but we were like in his wedding, but we had never met him in person. We had done like there's a lot of Zoom chats and texts.
sure.
and
Okay.
Yeah. But we hung out with him and him and his wife, and that was fun as hell. And we just walked around. The weather was beautiful. It was like it was like 75 to 80.
Oh.
And then Friday we were like, Joe was like, I want to go see California and do California stuff. And then Wes was like, I kind of just want to chill.
Yeah.
And I was like, I kind of want to chill too, because we've been going full bore.
Like, what is California stuff?
Well, he like went to like the pier.
Oh.
He went to the fucking strip area.
Sure.
I don't even know what it's called. Hollywood
Boulevard or
Yeah, he
whatever?
saw like the Comedy Store.
Okay.
He did go to the Comedy Store Saturday night and saw Dane Cook and Adam Ray.
Oh. All right.
Yeah, and I was like, oh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, those are real names.
Yeah. And then I think they went and saw a bunch of other things, and it's like, yeah, that would be cool if I was here for maybe a week.
Sure.
But it was like, I kind of just want to chill,
Not do anything. Yeah.
and like, forget things. So then we were like, let's go to the pool. And we just hung out at the pool for a few hours, and it was so nice. It was like Friday afternoon. The sun was coming out. I got fucking hella sunburned.
That's when you got burnt.
Yeah, that's when I got burnt. But it's only on my front side because I was just sitting in a chair.
Yeah.
And like, I did put on sunscreen once. But I should have. But I was like sitting there, and I was like, I'm sweating. So I was like, I'm definitely burning.
Yeah, you're gonna have a real ebony and ivory feel after this.
Yeah, because it's like before and after. This is Iowa Robert. This is California Robert. California Rob.
Ooh.
And you're California Jake. I think we discussed that in an episode one
so.
time. But it was really fun. We just hung out, freaking relaxed, had a few cocktails, and then like we didn't really have anything going on for the rest of the day.
Okay.
Because the convention was Saturday, Sunday. We did like walk the convention floor Friday night just to get like our badges and our wristbands because we're like all access and we were guests. And
Cool.
They were doing like a all weekend like a Tetris tournament.
Ooh.
Dude, which is wild.
Yeah.
These people that are in this Tetris tournament, insane.
Do you know I'm #1 in Des Moines for Tetris?
Dude, you would have. Because these people, they play on an original NES.
They did the flick thing.
Well, and they hold their controller sideways and they wear gloves.
Yep.
And they're just
to reduce friction.
Dude, it's insane.
Because I would just be doing that.
And dude,
get
they
out
go
very
so
quick.
fast.
No, I hate the flick method. I get that it's the best, but I hate it. Did you see the video of the kid who beat Tetris?
You can beat it?
He played it till it glitched out. Until the game was done.
How many hours was that?
I don't know.
Jesus. Yeah, this is like, so they would do like 4 people on one projector, 4 people on one projector, and like whoever got the highest score moved on.
Sure.
So you go till basically you fail.
Yep.
Which is like kind of scary because they're going so fast. and then if you get out and you're like, I'm high score right now, but they're still playing, you can,
Oh, sure.
yeah, so that's what's wild. Friday night though, there wasn't many people there because it was like VIPs and vendors were setting up. But as I was walking around, I like look up and this guy comes out of a room with a camera crew. It was Logan Paul.
That's a wild one.
And
That's
I was like, what the heck?
Yeah.
What are you doing here?
Because that's like, he's one of the more famous people on this planet.
I mean, I don't care about him,
No, but he's like,
but he's famous.
he's up there on
and I will
most
say,
famous.
He's a big dude.
I mean, yeah.
Like he's like tall and fit, and he's a pro wrestler now.
Yeah, which that's really the only thing I like him by. Like, I've never watched his YouTube videos, but I like what he did for pro wrestling.
Yeah, he does.
He's kind of the best heel there is right now.
Yeah, he's in pro wrestling. I think he was recording his podcast
Sure.
at the convention center, which is cool. Which I didn't realize because I'd never actually watched his podcast.
Because we should have done that.
Yeah, next year.
Morse Monday right after Impulsive. I think that's the name of it.
Impulsive, yeah.
Yeah.
But I didn't realize but I don't actually watch them. If I did, I would pay attention. But his studio is kind of set up so it's like travel, like it's just a giant banner and chairs. So then they can do it anywhere. So that's why he's able to like do like a SmackDown and then record his podcast wherever, because they just got to put up a banner and the cameras.
Well, I imagine all of his guys just travel with him.
Yeah, exactly.
It's his posse,
and he makes a shit ton of money. But it was wild. Like he was just there hanging out, and like he went to like the Tetris thing and played Tetris. Because I think he started YouTube doing video games,
which I did not know that.
Which is wild because now he doesn't. So it did kind of make sense. But I was just like, that's a weird one.
Yeah. So your buddy reached out to him.
I guess so. Yeah. And like during his podcast, they like advertised like the SoCal Retro Gaming Expo, and then also like Friday night was SmackDown.
Yeah.
For wrestling, and Logan Paul was supposed to be there, and LA Knight, he's like another big wrestler. In this, I don't really watch modern wrestling, but apparently he called him out on live SmackDown and was like, "Oh yeah, he's too busy at SoCal Retro Gaming." So like they got some shout outs.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I was like, that's fucking badass.
Yeah.
So this convention's doing pretty well. We got the lay of the land, met some friends and shit, and dude, what was really cool is I've never been to a convention that had a skate park, or not a skate park, but
saw your videos
a skate
of that.
ramp. So this skate ramp, I was talking to my buddy Riff, who was like running the convention. This was the skate ramp that they used for the premiere of the TMNT Mayhem,
cool,
the new one.
Mayhem,
so we bought it from Seth Rogen.
No shit.
Yeah. It's like the official, and there was like turtle things on the
Who are
side.
these guys? Are you close friends with these guys?
Pretty close. We've known them for a few years.
All
but they
right.
live in California.
Good people to know.
Well, dude, there's another guy that I met that's like a writer, which I'll talk to you about off air. He's pretty cool. He writes for Hollywood.
Oh.
Fucking badass.
For Hollywood.
Or for movies and shit. Pretty cool. But it was so cool because they had like the skate ramp, and then there was like people that skate for Birdhouse. Which is like
cool.
a big skate company. I don't know much about skating either, but I know Birdhouse. So they skated, and then there was like an emo band playing Tony Hawk's soundtrack while they skated, dude. It was like Tony Hawk in real life. Yeah. It was badass.
Tony Hawk in real life, which is just Tony Hawk.
Tony Hawk Pro Skater in real life. It was so cool. The emo band was like a very shitty cover band.
Sure.
I think the vocalist was fine, but
They
it was
play
still,
a bunch of Goldfinger songs.
they did, I was like, they gotta play Goldfinger.
Yeah.
Like Superman.
Yeah.
And they saved that for one of the last ones because that is like the skating anthem.
And the skateboarders were going the whole time too.
Yeah, and it was so fun
sick.
because there was like 8 of them, and what's wild is they just all stand on the edge, and then like one person goes, and they were doing crazy shit, and I was like, damn, that's. I remember when I like tried skateboarding one time, like getting on top of a half pipe, and like just dropping in is terrifying.
I've never done it.
It's so because you got to, and then they're like dropping in and fucking twisting and flipping,
And they're getting ready for the next part going up.
Wild. It was so cool to see, and like these are like real life skateboarders. It was badass. There was a bunch of like voice actors because they all live in Hollywood, so they were able to just come and do it from like video games, TV
Anyone
shows. There was things I knew,
Sure.
like video games and shows, but I didn't recognize them.
The people.
Because
Gotcha.
they're voice actors,
Right.
But it was cool. I didn't talk to any of them because I was like, oh, cool, but whatever, I don't care.
Well, it's also like, neither you would gain anything from talking to him.
Oh, you're the voice of Resident Evil. Cool.
Was Leon there?
I will say I should have talked to this guy. You're gonna be mad that I didn't. He's from a movie called Heavyweights.
Who was it?
Joey, or what's his name? The fat guy that dies.
What?
Remember in Heavyweights, the guy, the mobster kid?
Oh, really?
He was there.
Why?
As an adult.
Oh, because he's the one who's had a wild history.
Yeah, so I think he's known from Heavyweights and then Mighty Ducks.
Mighty Ducks, yeah.
Yeah, so that was like his banner. But he like is skinny now.
Is he like a healthy skinny now?
Yeah, he's a healthy skinny.
Okay, well,
Yeah, he looks
was
great.
He was like drug skinny for a second. And
Oh,
like
really? He looked
rough,
healthy, yeah.
Hell yeah.
But
Good for you, dude.
I didn't talk to him at all.
Mikey likes.
But I walked past and I was like, oh shit, Heavyweights.
Damn, you should have gotten a photo with him.
I should have taken a photo with him.
And like try to give a shout out for Moist Monday.
Hey, we reviewed. You were the first Moist movie of the month, baby.
Are you honored?
But we kept calling you Joey Diaz.
Yeah. What? I don't know.
He's like, that's not my name. But that would be a weird level of fame where it's like you did that when you're a kid, but you're still going to conventions and talking about it. That would be fun, but then
I've read that the convention circuit is not bad. Like you can make some real if you were, because like the big thing is for like horror conventions. If you were a scream queen in one good horror movie, you can do conventions for a decade.
yeah, and if you're usually that big, you either live in the area and go to it, so a lot of people just went for the day, or
like,
they pay for your flight and hotel, and then you can sell autographs and make money. Yeah,
so much money just to like be there.
Exactly, and just talk about fucking this nerdy thing.
Yeah, because like the horror conventions I went to had very like low level horror celebrities.
Yeah, so like only if you've seen like the B grade movies.
Well, it was like from House of a Thousand Corpses. Some of the Firefly family, but not the main.
But not the main. Okay, yeah.
Like the fourth and
still
fifth
a big
member.
movie.
Yeah, but like it's just a weird thing that then they were there signing autographs,
and you're just like, that's cool.
Yeah,
that's cool as hell.
I was like, I'm trying to think of the weirdest one. The weirdest one was the. Have you seen The Exorcist?
When I was a kid.
That's the worst time to see it. There's a moment where someone with a painted face flashes on the screen. And she was there, the painted face.
Yeah. That's the scene.
She did some other stuff in Hollywood, but that was like her main thing, is that she was just a painted face that flashed on the screen for a second.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, and like she was at the convention.
I mean, that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
I mean, you met a Cher impersonator.
I signed autographs next to the world's best Cher impersonator.
Which is badass, dude.
She couldn't sing. She lip synced
So
to
how
Cher.
is it the world's best?
Because she looked like Cher, which just means she got plastic surgery and wore a black wig.
Dude, I will
bangs.
say, there was a lot of people in California that I was just like, oh, you've had work done. It's like obvious.
It's like a necessity there, though.
Dude, it's
terrifying.
weird. Like my buddies that ran the convention, his sister, I didn't know it was sister at first, but I was like, who's it? Like I could just tell like her entire body was like fake tits, fake butt, fake lips. And then I found out it was his Then I found out it was his sister.
Yeah.
And I was like, I would never, you don't look anything alike.
Sure. Well, she maybe used to.
Yeah. But it was wild. Yeah. He since he was running it, he like had his whole family help volunteer.
Yeah.
Like, I met his parents and they're just like old, like Hispanic people.
Sure.
And they're just like so happy.
Like very proud, but they don't understand.
They don't know what's going on.
They don't know why everyone's here. Like
They don't
it's like how my parents react to me doing freak show. They're like, I'm proud.
Yeah, but if you did like a freak show convention, you just
Which I have, yeah.
No, like if you like ran one, it'd be like, okay, you guys just work the front desk and let people in and give them their badges.
Just be nice, yeah.
And they're just like, okay, hello.
Yeah, that's so cute.
It was awesome, but it was really cool. There was a ton of people that kept going, oh, gaming off the grid.
That's so funny.
We took a lot of photos, hung out with a lot of people, talked to a lot of people. It was wild. A lot of people were like, oh. I'm like, I was nervous to talk to you guys. And we're just like, no, that's where we come, dude. Yeah. Please talk to us. Like, hang out with us.
Anyone mentioned Moist Monday?
No,
Damn.
not yet. Dude, I feel like one of these days someone's going to do it.
Yeah. Well, because like just so many people
are hopping on the band.
Most of our fans from Moist Monday are from Gaming Off the
that's where
Grid,
they started.
or my childhood friends. And that's it.
It is one of the people that just listen to this.
Yeah.
Shout out.
We love you guys.
Dude, but it's wild. Sunday we got recognized a lot because it was a lot less people.
Sure.
And it was kind of crazy because there was a few people that were like, oh, I didn't even know this was going on, but I saw you guys posted that you would be here, so we were in the area and we were like, let's stop by. So some people came to the convention just for us.
That's so funny.
And like there was like a few couples where they were like hot and attractive California couples
and fans.
And I was like,
why?
Oh my God.
Watch hot people talk about video
I
games.
There's other hot people.
We're for the uglies.
Yeah, we're the Midwestern. We're nice, but
we're good looking for Midwesterners.
Hey man, I got a girl Snapchat.
There you go. Yeah,
but that was in the Midwest.
Yep.
Iowa 10, California 6.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not an Iowa 10.
No, you were not.
Iowa 7, baby.
California 4.
3.
Yeah.
Oh, but California was great. It was fun. Pasadena was awesome.
Yeah.
But LA and like I'm glad I didn't have to drive.
Yeah.
Dude, it was just chaos. We tried going like the day before we left. We tried we were like, let's maybe get In-N-Out or Jack in the Box because we can't get that here.
I got In-N-Out when I was there.
So we were like, okay, Jack in the Box is closer. Let's go to Jack in the Box. And we start driving through this neighborhood, and I was like, whoa, this neighborhood seemed rough.
Yeah.
Like it was like just drop off.
Sure.
And so we get to like this Jack in the Box and it's like, graffiti everywhere. And we're like, okay, it's just fast food.
You know what's wild though about like those neighborhoods? Those houses are still $1 million.
Yeah, I know. It's still wildly expensive.
I don't get it. I don't understand
insane.
that.
But we walk in and it's like 2 p.m. on a Sunday.
Yeah.
And the first thing I notice at the front desk at the Jack in the Box, bulletproof glass. And there was just a small hole to talk through and a little thing that they slide their food under.
What a nightmare.
Yeah. And then I look over and there was a lady passed out on the table and 2 guys just hanging out around her with face tattoos, like definitely thugs.
Sure.
Just like
thugs.
Or like, rough.
In a gang probably.
So Wes was like, let's get out of here.
Yeah.
So we didn't order.
I don't need it. Like,
And he's like, it's not worth it for a fast food burger.
that probably won't be, because also this probably isn't the best fast food.
I know.
Part of the chain.
I was like, I've never seen a fast food place with bulletproof glass.
I haven't either. I guess like the only
It was
bulletproof.
wild.
I guess like New York, like a lot of the bodegas will have that, and like Chicago
That makes sense.
will have a lot of bulletproof glass.
But now they have like fast food.
I don't know, but like either way,
Because who's robbing a fast food place?
yeah. How much money can there even be? Also, everything's digital
It's
now.
all, it's all cards and
Yeah.
shit. So what are you stealing? It was wild. It was so fun, but it was definitely like exhausting, and it
Yeah.
was so quick, and it was just. I feel like I was there and then back. Like
Yeah.
it was just a weekend trip to California.
Which is wild, yeah. All right. If you had to get a plastic surgery done, what do you think you'd do?
Man, that's so. What all does that entail?
I mean, you could reduce wrinkles. You could get a nicer butt. You could get. I mean, you get muscle implants that like real life Ken doll did that.
So does that like also include like liposuction?
Sure. Would you get that?
No, because I'm not that fat.
No, I don't think it'd be worth it. Because you could just also just exercise.
I know. I could also just work out. It was really nice because I freaking walked like 4 or 5 miles a day in California, and it felt great.
I mean, wandering a convention, yeah.
And then walking around, we walked out to food and shit. You know, it's super nice.
Oh, we've both worked conventions this year.
Yeah. It's freaking dope, dude. There's another one coming up that we're going to that I won't be able to go to because
right,
it's the same weekend as 48 again.
Yeah.
And we're doing 48.
Hell yeah.
But I was... Would plastic surgery, like... Would that, like, include, like... Could they, like, remove my moles? Would that be plastic
Ooh,
surgery?
maybe, yeah.
Because that's one thing... That's one surgery that I thought about.
Yeah.
Especially in, like, junior high.
Sure. Would you get all of them gone?
Ouch. I just hit my fucking funny bone on the edge of the fireplace. That hurt.
Was it hilarious?
Right on my sunburn! I don't... Because, like, when I have my beard, it hides, like, 2 of them. I don't know, because now I'm at a point where I don't care.
Yeah. And I also think you're at a point where like you're old enough where people like it more. Where like when you're young,
And when
everyone
I'm
hates
young,
everything.
and it's just like, this doesn't go good with my swooshy hair.
different.
You don't look like an emo boy. Well, can't get my skinny jeans anymore, I guess,
know.
which sucks. I don't know what I would do, dude. What do you know what you would do for?
I mean, there's always hair implants,
Yeah,
which like,
but is that plastic surgery?
no,
I guess that is.
not.
I
It's
guess that
work
is
done.
modification.
Yeah. It's elective surgeries. But also I've thought about like, I haven't thought about it, but like I get these wrinkles pretty bad because I've been in the sun so much.
Oh, on the
like
edge of
my
your
like
eyes?
smile lines in my eyes.
Okay, I guess
yeah.
I've never really noticed that.
I've noticed it at times, but like Izzy says that she likes them.
Well, and also just it's aging.
Well, yeah, it's just
I do have like
in
really
our
bad.
late 20s.
I do have like really bad bags under my eyes.
Sure.
But sometimes it's fine.
Yeah, you also just don't sleep enough.
Yeah, and I'm freaking going full board all of a sudden, which is wild. But other times it looks fine, and like
Yeah.
And if I get sun, it goes away. And then also like for Getting Me Off the Grid, we do wear product.
Gross.
We do wear makeup, so like we wear like powder, which is like foundation. And I noticed that when I wear foundation, it fucking covers it.
Oh,
So like we do that because of the glare.
sure. So you're not as shiny.
Because we're not as shiny. And we've been doing that for years. Dude, what was wild is we were on Sunday at the convention. I was talking to a fan and his son. Wes and I were. And like this like couple came by and like eyeballed me, but we were in the middle of a conversation. And he's like, sorry to interrupt, but...
Are you single?
No, it'd be wild. He's like, sorry to interrupt you guys, but I just want you to know that I also paint my nails.
Oh,
And it was like some like 45-year-old dude.
that's really cute, actually.
Yeah, and I was like, oh, dude, I appreciate it. And he's like, yeah, dude, just fucking ignore the haters. Just do you.
Yeah, because you get weird hate for it. So
I get so much hate for it. Dude, some guy, no joke, we posted on social media like day 1 of SoCal when I did like the devil horns, you know? And some guy, like the first comment was like, glad your fingernails aren't painted.
fuck.
Why are you looking at my hands? You have to like zoom in to notice that. So I responded immediately and go, I'm going to paint them again because of you.
I'm gonna paint them so
And
fucking
then, dude,
hard.
I like checked the comments later and like people were just dog pie. Like there was like 9 people just going
Just
like,
a weird thing to
why do
pick
you
up."
care?
Yeah.
Like that's what you care about?
So I just don't do it because I don't like the way it feels.
See, that's weird. I guess I don't even know like
Yeah,
the
you
weight
and-
of it.
Yeah, you and Izzy say you don't feel it, but I can feel when my nails are painted.
We got little dainty fingers.
I do.
And your hands are probably weak.
No, my hands are fucking destroyed.
I'm gonna do it again, probably this week or something if I
do
have
it.
time. But I like doing it, and also I don't get, dude, why people care.
It's just a wild
Some
thing
guy
to care.
commented and was like, "I'm not judging. I'm just curious. Is this like a political statement or or like do you just do it for fun?
What politics?
And I was like, I don't even know how to.
I do it for Obama.
Yeah.
Hillary should have won. That's why my nails are painted.
Yeah, this is a political statement. I think you should kneel during football.
I'm a real Al Gore fan.
Just what?
Just have you heard of David Kucinich?
No.
No, he ran. He like didn't do well like 8 years. No, more than
Who the
that.
fuck is David
Kucinich? I think that's his name.
Who the fuck is that?
Yeah.
He's a politics guy?
I'm hoping one buddy will know who that is.
And his name is Taylor?
Yeah, we'll see.
The only smart guy that listens to the podcast.
I learned most of my politics from him.
He's a good person to learn politics from. I'm trying to think if anything else happened in California. It was a fun weekend that went by super quick, dude. Dude, there was a really cool. So we stayed at this hotel called the Hotel Dina.
Okay.
It was a fancy hotel, but it was connected to the convention center, and luckily they covered it for us. Which is
So cool.
which is nice. We did have to, since we went on a day early, we did have to cover that room.
Fair.
But whatever, one night. But there was like a hotel bar.
And you didn't cover that.
Yeah, I didn't.
Your sugar daddy did. Yeah.
Well, dude, that was frustrating too. I was supposed to get paid.
Right. Yeah, because Robert finally got a job.
I finally got a job at Uptown, so I
And
was
you've
supposed
been
to
working hard.
Yeah, dude. Like for part time, I was working more than part time. But I was supposed to get my first paycheck like the second day I was in California. So I was like, okay, I'll
Hell
be
yeah.
broke the day of travel, but then I'll have money to spend.
Yeah.
And I checked my bank account, nothing, and I had like $20
Yep.
to my name.
Was that the 20 I sent you?
No, $20 before you sent me that $20.
Oh, so the 30 I sent you. Half of that was gone.
Yeah,
Piece of shit.
exactly. I had no money, but I was like, oh, I'm getting it Friday, and this was like a big check,
Yeah.
And I was like, where's my money?
Yeah, because you texted me like, hey, have you been paid? I'm like, yeah, it's Friday.
Yeah, and I was like, what the heck? And then I was like, maybe it's the time zone difference. Nope. So then I figured out that I entered the wrong bank account information,
Oh.
which sucks. So I have like a member number,
Sure.
and that's what I entered for my account number, and that's what it says on my card. But when you do like direct deposit, there's numbers you have to add in front of it. It didn't say that on my card, so I didn't. So I just entered like a partial code, or whatever. There was no errors. It didn't say wrong. So then
That is weird that they don't like try to run it at least once to
they
make sure.
should test
'Cause
it
it's
and do it.
money.
Yeah, because it's your livelihood. And so then I texted my boss and was like, hey, I didn't get paid. And she's like, oh, email the HR lady.
Yep.
So I emailed the HR lady.
We don't have an HR lady.
Oh,
she quit.
No, I emailed the accountant. That's
There you
it.
go.
I emailed the accountant, and she was like, "Oh yeah, I'll get it fixed." And then she's like, "Oh, this is your first paycheck? It's paper check." What?
I'm not there.
I'm in California. I'm supposed to get $500, and I'm in California, and it's paper check. And I was like, "What? No one told me that." So that fucking sucks.
Yeah, that does
Luckily, Wes has money, so he was able to cover me.
Yeah, the sugar daddy. Yeah.
Yeah. But I was like, I'm ruined. Like, I was thinking if I came out here like by myself and was expecting a paycheck, I would be fucked. I wouldn't be able to.
You'd have to ask people for like, hey, can you send me a couple $100 just so I could, like, I'll get you back.
Because
but,
I
like,
can't do anything. Dude, yeah, even like, I wouldn't even be able to rent a car.
No.
Or take an
absolutely.
Uber.
No.
Like, I would have got to LAX and been like,
I'm here.
I'm stuck.
You'd have to call your buddy who's running a convention and be like, hey, can you give me a
Can
ride?
someone drive 45 minutes? 15
I'm sure
miles?
Logan Paul has somebody. Can you send them?
Logan Paul shows up. Are you going to pick up Robert? Hey, how you doing? Are you single? It was fun, dude. We picked up a lot of Sega CD games. I did pick up I had $5 cash.
There you go.
And I spent it all
Wow.
in one place.
Yeah.
I did pick up the Handsome Collection on PS4
Hell yeah.
because I did have it. This is
Yeah.
what's frustrating. I do have it.
Which is the Borderlands game.
yeah, 1 and 2.
Which is our favorite video game.
Yeah, and I want to play through 2 again.
Yep.
But I have it, and every time I try and play it, like the disc is fucked up, and it won't let me play it.
Sure.
So I was like, okay, let me buy it again, and I was like, it's probably $5, and I found it at a table, $5.
There you go.
Big spender. Didn't have to ask Wes for money on that one. But then I was like, hey, can you get my dinner for
Yeah,
every?
can you feed me, please?
Every time we go out, can you just pay for it?
that'd be really nice.
Because $20 in California gives you nothing.
Nothing. A bulletproof Jack in the Box. You can get a meal there.
Maybe.
Yeah. You just might get shot.
You could get one beer.
Yeah.
Yeah, beer was expensive.
How much was it?
Actually,
Was it like 14?
Well, we went to it's wild because we went to the same restaurant 3 times.
Why? You're on vacation.
Just because it was easy and like places were closed and some places didn't have beer or didn't have like it wasn't like a real sit down place. And it was easy because we had big groups, you know.
There's 3 of you.
No, we have friends.
Okay.
Like the first night there was 6 of us. There was one time when there was 11 of us.
Okay.
Like, yeah, so it was just easy. So beer wasn't bad there. I got like a thing called a half yard because it was a place called the Yard House, which is wild because that is a chain. It's not even a California place. But I think the half yard was like $16 and that was like a 32-ounce beer. So that's not bad for a restaurant. So I thought that was pretty reasonable. Jacob's using his bug zapper to open a beer right now.
Came with a bottle opener.
That sucks.
It worked that time.
I do want to go back because I had fun in Pasadena.
I mean, what we need to do is participate in that in Channel 101, and then we can go back to that.
That would be fun as fuck. And I do really want to go back because Universal has Super Nintendo World.
Oh, they're gonna say they have a Fast and Furious ride.
They do have Fast and Furious ride, but they have a Super Nintendo World, which seems badass. But they're building one in Florida, like a super.
Who are they?
So there's a Super Nintendo Land, I think, in California, and then they're building a Super Nintendo World, and they're building a Donkey Kong Country roller coaster.
Ooh.
Which is so in Donkey Kong Country, you know, like the rail ride levels?
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
Yeah. So
it better have that soundtrack.
So you legit hop. And I saw a video of it, like the actual mechanism that you're on is like underneath.
Yeah.
So it's
So the rail's fake.
so it looks like you're floating, but you're actually riding. Dude, it looks fun as fuck. It's not open yet, but that would be awesome.
That sounds incredible.
I know, and it probably has the like jungle music.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, because that soundtrack's so great.
It's so good, dude.
Because I actually did beat that. I went back and beat that game recently.
That's a game I've never beat. That's
Donkey
a long
Kong
game.
Country. It is, yeah.
That's a long game, dude. But that's a great game.
I'm going to Florida in October.
I wonder if it'll be if you go to Universal. I think
we are.
Okay, you might be open
because they're doing the horror nights too with all the Universal monsters. I'm super excited.
What does that mean? They'll just be walking around?
Yeah, it's like they do like horror stuff. I'm super excited.
Damn.
For it. And also,
is that post or pre-wedding?
Post-wedding.
Oh, okay, but so it's like your honeymoon.
No, because it's with my family. It's a vacation that my dad really wanted us to go on, so he just like opted to pay for all of it. And we're like, all right.
And you're like, okay.
We don't have to plan a fucking thing.
Yeah, that's super nice.
The big thing now that we're really like pulling like triggers on the wedding stuff, it's just like we should have fucking eloped.
Yep.
Like fucking like I don't care about flowers, but we have to do so much shit
you have to do
for flowers.
You have to
like,
do so much
so
of stuff that you don't care about.
Yeah. Just because it has to be there.
Why?
I don't know.
Like flowers on the tables and shit?
Yeah, I think I opted up. Like, I planted a bunch of pumpkins the other day, so I was like, maybe we can just have pumpkins at all the tables. That'd be fun. That'd be something.
Make them jack-o'-lanterns.
Yeah, that'd be cheap.
You are getting married in October.
Exactly.
I'm going to show up in a costume.
No, you're not. You're going to show up in exactly what I tell you to.
How mad would you get?
You would lose your sword.
What if I showed up as a knight?
That'd be kind of cool. But I don't think we're allowed to have
metal.
We're not allowed to even have the swords at the wedding.
Yeah, which sucks. We can't even bring the swords in. But we'll get cool photos with them.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I still need to pick out my sword.
Yeah, you need to get a better one.
I know, but also I kind of want your guys' sword too because I love that sword.
So we all match. So we could be like King Arthur in the Round Table.
But I feel like King Arthur had a better sword. He did. It was Excalibur.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
All right, so I'll get a better sword.
You got to get Excalibur.
Yeah.
That'd be dope, dude.
Well, also it's awesome because like Izzy's parents are sending us a shit ton of money for the wedding, so I'm like, oh, I can buy a sword with that, and like I legitimately can.
I could just buy a sword of this.
No, she bought like because she's gonna get married in Doc Martens, so we bought her a new pair of boots, and we're like, yeah, we'll charge that to the wedding fund.
Are they like just normal black ones or custom?
They're gonna do green.
Oh, that'd be sick to match the colors.
Yeah.
That'd be sick as fuck,
Yeah.
dude. That's
like,
because that's a wedding purchase.
Exactly. So like
a sword is a wedding purchase.
I bought 4 swords so far, and they're all wedding purchases.
And you might as well buy a bow and arrow.
I have a bow and arrow.
Buy 2 so I can. Yeah, that's freaking awesome. But what's wild is I just got back today from California.
Yeah.
I freaking have a week of class. I work almost every day, and then I leave for Montana.
Yeehaw.
Like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
I'm already exhausted.
Yep.
And I'm sunburned, so I'm like, sunburns like drain you, you know?
Because they actually do, right?
Yeah, they like.
It's a big infection.
Yeah, it is,
yeah.
and it dehydrates your whole body and your skin. Dude, I remember. So I got really sunburnt Friday, and then I took a shower Saturday morning before the convention. Oh my god,
Did it hurt?
Dude, it hurt so bad.
Because it's best just to go cold with that and just take it.
Yeah. I kept turning it down, and it still was feeling hot.
Yeah.
And I was like, ah.
Yeah.
Luckily, like the shower I took right after I got done swimming, like this, it takes a while for a sunburn to kick in. That shower felt great because I was washing off all the
You
chlorine.
always get horribly burnt though.
Because I don't put on sunscreen.
I don't either.
But I love being tan.
I hate
And
being
I'm pretty sure I
tan.
already have skin cancer.
Probably.
So what am I? What's
I
it?
mean, yeah,
you can't get it twice.
Covered in moles.
You can't get it twice.
Yeah, you can. You can get unlimited time. That's
My
like
shoulders are already like my shoulders are so freckly.
Yeah.
Whatever. I'm a freaking. I've gotten sunburned every year since growing up. You know,
Since you were a baby.
but Wes was telling me like he always wears a ton of sunscreen because he's super pale. But he
Okay.
like one day when he was like in high school or something, he was out like working in like a farm or something with his shirt off, and he got so sunburned it like fucking was welts. And I was like, okay, I've never been that bad.
I knew a guy who got that once. He like went
Yikes.
kayaking, came back, and he had to like call out of work for like 3 days.
Yeah, and he's like, and it's on your back.
Yeah, like he got like IVs because he
Jesus,
was
so
yeah,
dehydrated.
yeah.
Holy fuck, dude. That's fucked up.
Fucking idiot.
But I will say, at a retro video game convention, there is a smell,
Yep.
and it's a.
Anyone who's been at a Magic tournament, most arcades,
It's like it's just a smell that like a Comic-Con.
it's a deep must.
A deep like BO must
Yeah.
that I don't even know how that happens.
It comes, I think it's like the fedora smell. It's like the long,
a bunch
greasy,
of fedoras and fake
long,
meatballs.
greasy hair under a fedora, and just an undying love of Dragon Ball.
Yeah, exactly. And it's just like there's this weird scent. And every time I go to a convention, I always smell it, and it's just like it's weird because then
Your roommate in college had it.
oh,
horribly.
100%. It's just like that. I don't know what it is, but if you're around nerd culture a ton, and you go to a nerd public event, you have smelled it, and you're usually the one not dealt it.
Yeah. Well, you might be.
But
It's
it kind of ties in to a Jacob and I were
a
talking.
local news thing.
Yeah, local news. Jacob and I were talking before I left for California. We have a local comic shop called Mayhem, which is pretty cool. You know, they
Great.
sell.
Started up in Ames, and now there's a few locations.
Oh, I didn't know it
around
started
our-
in Ames.
Yep, that's
Okay,
the
hell yeah.
original.
Oh yeah, that's badass. So
Yeah.
so it's a chain kind of.
Kind of. It's
Three
like
locations.
yeah, something like that. But it's a great comic book store. That's where I got a shit ton of my comics and board games.
Yeah,
and
they
stuff.
sell a lot. It's a very big card shop too. Magic the Gathering, Yu-Gi-Oh. If you is Yu-Gi-Oh still a thing?
What? I think so. I mean, Pokemon's still a thing.
Yeah, that's true.
I've never gotten into any of those actual.
I was
card
into
games.
Magic for a little bit in high school.
I am undefeated in Magic, but I've only played one game, so I'm never gonna play again.
Yeah, because you don't want to be 1-1.
Right? Yeah, that's lame.
Yeah, why would you ain't bragging about that?
I'm undefeated. But a great comic book shop called Mayhem put out a smell policy. This is a newsletter they put out. Smell policy. Yes, we have one. We've had complaints from other players and customers about certain people's odors, making it uncomfortable for them to be in the store. Please wash your bodies with proper soap and shampoo, in addition to wearing clean clothes in the store. As much as we may like you, we cannot have your smell interrupt our business. If we receive a complaint or smell you ourselves, we reserve the right to ask you to leave and refuse business. We appreciate your cooperation, Mayhem.
Oh my dude,
That's their entire clientele.
that means it had to have been so bad.
Horrible. Yeah.
Because that's
nonstop.
and I'm sure people were complaining. Like families come in with
Yeah.
little kids and they're like, "What the
I think it's called in smell.
Dude, that's disgusting." Well, and also like Mayhem's smaller,
Yeah.
so it's a smaller room.
Well, you know it happened in the gaming area where
Yeah,
people
where
are just
people are
playing
playing cards
games.
all day.
Have you
Yeah.
seen the guy who takes a picture? He would go to gaming conventions and take a picture with everybody's exposed butt cracks.
Oh, no,
and then
that's
he got
hilarious.
banned from like all conventions.
There is a lot of them.
He's a real hero.
Because people are looking through games and stuff. It is fun going to conventions, but conventions are fucking overwhelming.
Yeah, I mean, there's just so much.
There's so much to see and so many
even
people.
Like Pride Fest was a lot.
It's just-
because
it's-
there's booths everywhere.
It's just
and
everywhere,
People
and it
dressed
takes
up.
it takes a while just to take. Yeah, there's a bunch of cosplayers. There's some really good ones, and then some really bad ones. But it is fun. My buddy Gabbo, he was filming a video because he just completed an entire NES collection.
Shit, how
is
many
it?
games?
700.
Fuck.
Yeah, but now he's going for an entire Super Nintendo collection.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Did he have a smell?
No, he's one of the guys from the squad, the Pixel Game Squad. He's Mexican. Oh, that's him. That's dude. Oh, so he's like, Jacob's throwing me photos of this buttcrack guy. He's in the photos.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
No, he takes a photo with butt cracks.
But my buddy Gavo's plan for SoCal was to find all of the Konami Super Nintendo games.
Okay.
Just a little subset. And there's a decent amount of them.
And is Konami the best?
Konami and Capcom were on fire during this era.
Capcom's not my favorite. I don't like their game
because
style.
I'm not big into fighting games.
Yeah, I mean, that's a big thing too. And like I don't really because their big one is what's his name?
Mega Man.
Yes, thank you.
Mega Man's fun.
I knew that too.
Yeah. Yep.
But like Konami, because I'm more of an arcade person, obviously, but they put out the best 4-person.
Oh yeah, Turtles.
Yeah, and also I think were they Sunset Riders?
Sunset
I think
Riders.
So, yeah.
Yep. And then also I think they did Simpsons.
Yep. I mean, just the 4-player cabinet that you picture is that, man.
But like
the
for Super Nintendo, you got Castlevania, you got Gradius, you got Axla, you got Tiny Toons Adventure, you got Batman.
They do Golden Axe?
Batman and Robin. No, Golden Axe is on Genesis.
Damn.
I don't know who did Golden Axe, but I think that was a Sega game. Which would make sense.
That sounds right. Yeah, because Sega's coming back, and I think they're doing a new Golden Axe.
Oh yeah, that'd be sick.
They're doing new Golden Axe, and I know they're doing new Crazy Taxi.
Oh yeah, I saw the announcement.
Big announcement.
That's fucking badass. That Sega's back because Sega has made some of the coolest IPs.
They still do a lot with them.
Well, it's because they don't have a console anymore.
Right. Yeah.
Their last console was the Dreamcast.
Yeah, and they just handed Sonic out to everybody, which that was their main money.
Here you go.
Yeah.
Sonic sucks.
Sonic Adventure Battle 2 is maybe the best GameCube game.
Yeah, but Sonic is general, just a little bitch.
Yeah, I agree. Knuckles, on the other hand.
Knuckles, he's badass.
He can fist,
Idris Elba.
Yeah.
Isn't that who plays him in the new movie?
It is,
I think.
yeah.
But what's fun is my buddy Gabo was looking for this, so I was helping him. And when you have like a specific list or you're looking for a specific thing, then conventions are really fun because you're literally going from table to table. Just nope, not here. Moving on.
Yeah.
Let's go. Like so. I didn't really have anything I was looking for. So like the first day I was just like wandering and taking it all in, but I was just like, I didn't really stop. I just kept like walking, you know, one of those. But it's fun when you're like, okay, I'm looking for this.
Because then you just
looking for this.
You can see their collection.
Yeah,
too.
you can actually look through the games, and it's fun. And then when you find it, you're like, oh, I saw this at a different table. Is it more expensive or is this a better condition?
That's how I feel with vinyl and comic books, where I hunt for a few.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Yeah, you've seen me look for one vinyl.
See, that's what's fun when you go to a record shop instead of just browsing. You have
every
a list.
record shop. I at least look for one 7-inch.
That rare one.
I don't even think it's rare. I found it online. I just don't want to buy. It's been too long. I don't want to buy it online.
And it's fun to find it
because it's a Menzingers and Bouncing Souls.
Yeah, crossover. Split. Yeah. Which would be badass to find.
Yep.
Yeah, same with like video game conventions. Is like obviously you can buy all these games like on eBay or find them and stuff. But it's just fun if you're wandering around. Yeah, the hunt, and you can. Sometimes you pay a little bit more. Sometimes you pay a little bit less. But you find it and you can look at it before you buy it.
Yeah,
check the
you
disc.
hold it. You see it.
Physical media, baby. Yeah, we did our panel about physical media. That was fun.
Yeah, how did the panel go?
It was pretty good.
How many people were there?
Well, what's wild is there were 2 panel rooms. And my friend Retro Rick had his panel during the same time.
Okay.
And he has like 250,000 subscribers.
Okay.
And he has his own game store. And he had like a Q&A. So I think everyone was at his panel.
Sure.
There was a decent amount of people at ours. But we went out to lunch first. And I had a few beers.
Sure.
And then I was drinking vodka Red Bull.
Christ.
I was feeling it.
I see that.
I was feeling good. It was fun. We had talking notes, and what's wild is we were going through the talking notes.
How much did you talk?
Wes talked the most.
Sure, because you're kind of like more the...
I'm color commentary.
Yeah.
I'm color commentary. But I do add points and value and entertainment. Okay.
Yeah, that is the value.
Yeah. Entertainment. But we were talking, going through the points, and our panel started at 3. And I looked down at my phone, and it was like 3:15. And I was like, oh, fuck. We have an hour to fill.
Oh, my God.
And what's wild is normal Game Off the Grid episode, 10, 15, 20 minutes. You know?
Yeah.
So I was like, fuck. And I was like, we're getting through. And then we were like talking again, and we did like a little bit of Q&As about physical media. And I looked at my phone again, it's 3:45. And I was like, oh, thank God.
You made it.
Yeah, we did it. So we did a couple more questions. But it was fun, dude, because we talked about mostly video games. And then we talked about, vinyl records, movies, like just all physical media. And then like this guy that was in the audience, he's like a journalist. He was like, oh.
You single?
I should have asked him that. He was a cute old man. But he was like, hey guys, I briefly mentioned you in this article because he was talking about SoCal, and he handed us a physical newspaper, and now I have it. So that's pretty that's pretty fucking cool.
That's wild.
Yeah. I mean, it was mostly about the convention, but he did mention us that we'd be there, and and physical media and all that stuff. And it was fun, dude. It's kind of wild when I go to those things that in California.
Yeah.
I felt like a celebrity. That's wild.
It's so funny for me to watch you get noticed, or people be like nervous to talk to you.
It's because I get nervous to talk to them. But in those types of environments, man, I'm feeling good.
Sure, I mean,
caffeined
you're drunk.
but I was caffeined up, and we're at a gaming convention, so it's easy to talk about things.
Sure, yeah.
I just always go, hey, how you doing? Where'd you come in from? What are you looking for?
Yeah.
And then at that point, if they want to keep talking,
It's on them.
let's take it over. But it's fucking like every corner. People will be like, oh, how you doing? Handshake. Can I get? People go, do you mind if I get a photo with you? Absolutely, dude.
Like, I don't know why you'd want to, but sure.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Dude, there's a few times where like after our panel, there was a couple in the audience, and this chick came up and she was like,
You single?
she wasn't,
No. Damn.
but she was like, my boyfriend loves you, but he's like too nervous to talk to you. So she had to talk for him.
You should have just started yelling at him.
Get out of here. But then she was like, do you mind if he gets a photo with you guys? And we were like, absolutely. And then he came over and stood, but didn't talk to us.
Oh my God.
Just so nervous. And I was just like, what? What's up, dude?
Like, you're just a...
Yeah, we're just people.
But like, even more so, just people.
Exactly.
Like,
and like, we're from the Midwest, so we're nice. You know? But it was wild. It was fun as fuck, dude. It's just, I kind of forget that, I just put out videos on the internet.
and that some people really love, yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people are like, man, I don't follow channels, I don't subscribe to channels, but I subscribe to you guys and I subscribe to your Patreon. Because it's like, I didn't even know what Patreon was till you guys did it.
Because I think the charm of you guys is the same charm as us. It's just you'll only enjoy it if you would be our friend.
Yeah, it's casual.
If you like, it's very casual.
Yeah.
If you think you would be friends with us, and then it feels like you're joining in on the conversation.
That's basically what it is. That's what our channel is too. Because it's not like a documentary or like a really well done film.
And
or
you're
like,
not even like really telling people things. It's still a very open discussion.
It's an open discussion.
Yeah.
And then we encourage people to discuss with us in the comments.
Which is a smart way to do it. Yeah, to grow.
Yeah, to get views.
Yeah.
Because it's all about that engagement, baby.
So let us know what you think of this.
So why don't you comment below for us?
Anything.
Yeah, Taylor, you still happy that I got Jacob's number of tattoos right?
Jesus Christ.
You remember that?
Yeah.
Taylor's been commenting on Spotify.
Yeah.
Which is badass. So you can comment on Spotify, guys.
Apparently
you can rate us 5 stars on all the podcast apps. You can subscribe to us on YouTube. Comment. You can send us an email if you want to. moistmondaypodcast@gmail.com.
Yeah.
And while you're at it, watch Saltburn.
Yeah, that is the moist movie of the month.
I don't know why I'm nervous for this.
I am too. Because it's handsome men, I think, doing stuff.
And it's a gay movie?
I think so. I don't really know.
I don't know either.
Yeah.
I literally don't even know what the plot is.
Me neither.
But that's going to be kind of fun because I just put it on and go,
Just take it in. Yeah.
it's just a gay porno.
Maybe. From the way people talk about it, I would not be surprised.
It's just full schlong. Full frontal dick.
It's been a while since I've seen full schlong in a film.
I remember in college, what's the name of that movie? There's like this comedy.
Old school.
Not
no,
old.
that doesn't. No, that does have dick in it.
I think it does.
The
Road Trip or something like this.
Euro Trip.
No, it wasn't Euro Trip.
Euro Trip has a lot of dong in it.
The main guy in this movie he's in the office. He comes out. His name is Clark or something in the office.
Oh, he's in.
You know what movie I'm talking about?
Yes.
It's a road trip movie.
Yeah, it's It's like Drive something.
Yeah, I don't remember what it's called, but I watched it a ton in college.
It's not just Sex Drive.
Sex Drive. Yeah, because he goes on a drive to have sex.
Yeah.
But the unrated version,
A lot of dick.
and they announced the unrated version, like they're introducing it, and there's just a white dude naked and then a big black dude naked as the people are just talking about the movie because they're like, we're allowed to do this.
And then how big are the dicks?
It's a small white dude and then a giant black penis.
I know there's another movie with that where it's a guy's like passed out in like a spa and then his like head is resting on a black dude's lap and it's just a giant dick. And there's like a redheaded dude across from him with a tiny little dick. Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah.
But holy shit.
Bring cock back into comedy.
Putting the cock in comedy, dude.
Yeah.
That's what we do as white men during Pride Month. We put the cock in comedy.
That's all we can do.
But thanks for listening. Thanks for being a part of the Moist Monday podcast. Cheers, everybody.
Keep it moist out there.
Keep it pride.
Dry bones, lazy bones, big bones, dance around in your bones.
You actually suck at basketball.
I was doing really bad though. I got 11 points.